Good morning. Morning, David.
Morning.
It's Friday. I'm up already because sexy job for a Friday. I'm taking the car for its service. I don't like that angle at all. Oh look, you could have Debbie in the angle. Let's do look, and then all three of us are here.
Hey.
She's here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm up. But this is. I mean, what I mean is that I'm dressed. Normally, I'm like filming in the bed, saying, "Oh, I'm reading for a little bit." There's none of that this morning. We're straight in the car to take. Oh, I've got a spot there. It's really painful. To take the car for its service. Do I pick this spot? I think I'm gonna. There we go. Oh, it's a double one. Wash hands, wash hands. Sorry everybody who had to see that. David, you say hello while I'm in here.
Alright, I'm looking for a dinner to pick.
From what book?
From the Jamie book.
It's been a while, isn't it, since we've had a...
Has been a while.
Since we've had a Jamie Friday night dinner, so David's just picking one of those. But yeah, I'm going to drop my car off for the service. And then I'm meeting somebody who I used to work with for breakfast, which will be lovely. Because normally, the service takes sort of 2 hours. And there's not much to look around at. So normally I'm sat there reading whilst there's lots of car salespeople around me doing the big schmooze, but I won't have to do that today. So yeah, that'll be nice. It'll be nice to see my ex-colleague. And then on the way back I'm going to buy the stuff from Jamie for the dinner tonight. So my mum and dad have just got back from a month away, so I may well ask them if they want to join us. Depends if David feels up to that. What do you think, David?
Yeah.
Also depends if my dad likes what you're picking. What have you seen so far?
Well, I was looking at a curry.
Oh, well, Dad won't eat that, but yeah, but don't pick something to fit my dad in case it's like, you pick what you want. Also, though, the curry feeds about 6 people, I think, doesn't it?
How does it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't really look at portions.
Remember, we can have, like, if there's tray bakes and stuff, we can have that with halloumi instead. Yeah, so, and then the rest of the weekend, it's bank holiday weekend, so then the rest of the weekend happens that we're on a big sort out. We're taking a lot of stuff back to storage. We're getting out, I think I've still got summer stuff in storage, and that's tomorrow. Sunday we had planned to go for a walk from the book, but it looks as though it might be raining. And Monday we're going for a barbecue at my sister's, where it looks as though it might be raining. But I think it was supposed to rain today, and it's bloody beautiful out there. It's lovely blue sky. I think it's a little...
Not lasting though.
Oh, is it not?
No,
is it going to rain today?
It's going to be cloudy.
Oh, okay. Oh well, I'll be home by then. But yeah, I'd like to get quite a lot of reading done. But I think I'll show you all the books and everything when I'm back from the service and the superstore. So yeah, that's the plan for today. And I'll speak to you a little bit later on once we've decided meal, books, question, whether Daphne's going to come to the car service or not. She's not allowed to the car service. So often I say, Daphne, do you want to come here with me? Because I would just love that. But she just couldn't do it, could she, David?
David.
David.
No.
Right. I'll say bye and I'll see you in a couple of hours. Say bye, David.
Bye.
Bye. Say bye, Debbie. She can't talk. Car serviced, breakfast had, absolute bargain tulips acquired. So these were reduced in Tesco's, and true, they don't have a longer life on them, particularly this one, as other flowers if you buy them fresh. But these were £2.45. They were originally £7, and I will definitely get the weekend's wear out of them. So I'm going to put them. I'm going to put a few in my little Wedgwood. I'll show you. A few in my little Wedgwood that I bought in Faversham, and I've got a couple more little vases. I'm going to dot them around. I've just got David and I a very exciting lunch that reminds me of my childhood. And David's making the first trip to storage, and then we should have a little bit more breathing room in here. So yeah, and I'll make the lunch for when he gets back. There's a bag of stuff in here, David. I think he's at the car actually. we will get round to picking books and all sorts in a mo. There was a slight delay in lunch because in the end I went with David to the storage unit, so we took back a lot of boxes of stuff and picked up a few more. So there are some things that need, like I said, we're having a sorting out weekend, but I definitely need to sort out clothes. Anyway, the lunch. When I was a little girl, when I used to go to have lunch at my nan's, we had the same thing all the time. And it was always a white crusty roll. And I can't even imagine how much 6 white crusty rolls would have cost. And these smell exactly like my nan's house, like exactly like lunch at my nan's house. These are currently 95p. Crusty white roll with clover butter, which I don't even know if you can call it butter because it's not, I don't think. It's like a spread, yeah. 64% fat spread with buttermilk. So I bought I mean, that was, look at the size of that. £3.30. With ham. Now, I don't eat ham, and I also don't often eat fake. Well, it's not that I don't often eat, like, we've sort of cut down a bit on our fake meat intake, so I don't get it all the time with the Goustos or anything like that. But I was hankering for this so much, I've bought myself some Yorkshire ham. What is alarming is the long date on these things, because these, I've also bought a few more because it was 3 for 2 in Tesco's. So I also got the turkey and stuffing slices, which taste like lockdown, because that's what we used to get during lockdown, and some fake roast beef slices. And the dates on these are the 17th of June or the 22nd of June, which is coming up for 4 weeks away, and that's going to be fine. That's just going to be fine in the fridge. So yeah, so we're going to have that, and then I'm going to do a little bit of, so it's going to be, although what I used to have would just be the roll, loads of butter, and a slice of ham, I'm going to do like a little salad in there. I might have one just plain with ham in it, just to see if it tastes of the times. Yeah, so I'm going to make those now. And then we'll sort of officially start the vlog with the question and what else is happening this weekend and blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, catch up with you once I've eaten my, I'll show you. God, like I said, it just smells just like my nan's, lunch at my nan's house. Cute. Just while I react to my sandwich. Here we go. Oh, bit low.
Here we go, here we go.
Bit low. Let's see if this is bringing back memories from 30 years ago. I mean, yeah. It's not ham.
It's not ham.
It's doing the job. Debbie's interested.
I don't know how much, all I taste is just roll.
Oh, no.
I don't get really any ham. Maybe a little bit.
We're going to watch Interior Design Masters with Alan Carr, episode 7.
Semi-final.
Semi-final. And then, guys, we'll start the reading vlog properly. Delighted with this. Roll's eaten, and I feel like I can actually get on with the day now at 20 to 3, where my sister's just messaged to say that her and my niece are going to be coming here to pop in on their way to swimming. So, yeah, I better film this bit now. So, the reading for the weekend and the plans for the weekend. So I have got about 8 pages left of The Blue Castle by L.M. Montgomery. This month I've been reading a lot. I've been focusing on L.M. Montgomery books. I've reread Anne of Green Gables, and I've read the next in the series of Anne of Green Gables, and I'm going to go on to the 3rd one of Anne of Green Gables. Anne of the Island, I think that is. I've also read the first book in the Emily series, so Emily of New Moon, and I've started on Emily Climbs, and this was a standalone book. And I've only got, like I said, 8 pages left. Less than that, 5 pages left. So I'll get that finished today. This was also the Patreon book club book for the month. And yeah, I'm looking forward to discussing it. We're discussing it this Sunday. Normally I don't put in my thoughts, but this video will be going up after Patreon book club. And yeah, it's definitely like a grown-up L.M. Montgomery, which I haven't experienced in the Anne of Green Gables books or the Emily books. But I've quite enjoyed it. And yeah, the storyline is about a young woman who at 29 is sort of seen as past it and will never get married, etc. And she sort of really put upon by her family, and they don't speak to her very nicely, and she sort of hasn't had the life maybe she would have wanted. She finds out that she has got a heart condition and she's only got 1 year to live, and she sort of thinks, oh well, fuck this, I'm not hanging around at home anymore, I'm going to go and make something of my life, and she does. And yeah, it's been quite charming. What I will say though is that this got brought to me from my wish list, and I was the person that put it on the wish list, but the actual edition that I've read, I haven't enjoyed reading it, and I think it might be because, first of all, the pages are bright white, which I found quite difficult, and also the way the chapters and everything are laid out, so I don't know if that's affected my enjoyment of it. But yeah, overall, it definitely feels like grown-up L.M. Montgomery. So yeah, and like I said, I've got 5 pages left. Then I want to move on to, because I started this and had to stop, so I'm only like 54 pages in, Confessions by Catherine Airy, which is about a young girl in post 9/11 New York, when her father, her mother's already died, and her father dies in the 9/11 terror attack. And I've just found out that one of her aunts from Ireland is, I've just found out, well, before I stopped, because I haven't read this for a couple of weeks, her aunt from Ireland had written to her because she didn't think that she had any family, and it looks as though she's going to write back to her, and maybe she'll go over to Ireland, or maybe the Irish aunt will come over, I don't know. But yeah, I was enjoying it. It was a shame I had to put it down because I wanted to start other things, but 54 pages, I sort of feel like maybe I want to go back to the beginning and start again. But I suppose I could listen to it on Spotify. I could listen to the first 54 pages maybe. But yes, this is where I'll be going to next. And then audiobook wise, I'm re-listening to the Nevermore series, because the 4th book has just come out by Jessica Townsend. I really love the audiobooks of these books. Gemma Whelan narrates them. She's from, amongst other things, Game of Thrones, but she's an amazing voice actor, as has just been demonstrated in the section that I've been listening to of the 2nd book. So I'm listening to Wundersmith, The Calling of Morrigan Crow, I think it's called. All their titles are The Calling of Morrigan Crow. Well done me. And there's 2 teachers. I don't really want to give it away because it was a real shock to me when I first read it, and I think it's a really good sort of plot device. But there's 2 teachers, 2 female teachers that have very different voices, and their scenes are quite close together, and Gemma Whelan delivers them perfectly. Those teachers are called Miss Dearborn and Mrs. Murgatroyd. And yeah, she delivers that. But yeah, I am enjoying it. But on re-listens, I do realise that for the first, and I remember thinking this when I read the 3rd book, whenever that came out, I think it was during lockdown, so it's been a really long time that we've been waiting for the 4th book. The first 2 books are pretty horrific for Morrigan. Like, she's having a really miserable time. Like, she's having a miserable time fitting in and finding her place, and relearning stuff about herself, and then that's in the 1st book. And then the 2nd book, when she ends up going to the school, like, she's treated really poorly by a lot of the teachers there. So yeah, but I do remember that sort of the 3rd book is then fun and niceness. So yeah, so those are the 3 books that will be being read this weekend. Maybe I'll pick something else up, who knows. But that's currently what I'll be reading. It's a bank holiday weekend here in the UK. We have 2 bank holidays in May, which is lovely, and I need it because it has been, that's why there hasn't been many videos uploaded this month, because it's just been insane in terms of work and a few little bits that I've been doing personal life wise and things like that. So it's just been really, really mad busy May, and even today, which was my first sort of day off after the mad May, I had to take the car to get it serviced really early this morning. So I'm looking forward to a little lay-in tomorrow, which will be lovely. But the weekend is going to be a sort of perfect bank holiday weekend, really. So there's going to be a lot of sorting out. David and I are going to fully clear out. So I've done a sort of like little light, get rid of some of my autumn winter clothes, bring in some spring summer stuff, but I'm going to complete that this weekend. We're also going to have a big sort out. Something I would like to do, but whether or not it will get done this weekend. The old sofa, if you remember the grey sofa, that's currently in David's office, and we put it in there thinking, oh, maybe we'll get a bit of use out of it, and we're not getting any use out of it. It's just in there, just being annoying. So we've got the yellow calyx unit in this corner. Hello. What we want to do is pop that in David's office, and then put our record player here at a level of which we can play records on it, because at the moment it's up high, so we never play records on it. And then I've got some record frames, so we can change them up, and I just think a lot of record, like vinyl cases, are such beautiful pieces of art, so we'll have 6 out, or 4, I haven't decided yet. So that's also something maybe I'll be wanting to do this weekend, going to speak to my dad about it as well. They're coming around for dinner tonight. They've just got back from holiday. So that's like tomorrow. We've already been to the storage today, so we've done a little bit of like bringing stuff in, and I'm going to go and listen to my audiobook and crack on with it in a minute. Sunday we'd like to go for a walk from the book. The walk we were considering is Chilham and the Downs, which is a 2.5 hour one. We want to do it just the two of us because we haven't done a walk just the two of us for a long time. And this potentially looks like a sort of packed lunch one, because it doesn't look as though you pass through any towns or anything. You start in Chilham and finish in Chilham. So yeah, we were considering that, but the weather does not look great for Sunday. So we're going to sort of take what the weather's doing into account and decide whether or not we'll go. There'll be stuff for us here to do, because I'd also like to do sort of like deep clean before it gets really hot and I can't be bothered to do anything. So I'd like to do a really like good deep clean before the weather takes a turn and becomes really warm. And then Sunday night I've got Patreon book clubs, which will be lovely because I look forward to that every month. And then Monday, it's bank holiday and we're going to a barbecue at my sister's, which again, the weather is not supposed to be very nice. And I'll make a salad or something to take along to that. So yeah, that is the plan. Tonight, when my parents come round, because I've been cooking out of the old Jamie 30-minute meals and doing a lovely Friday night dinner, we're going to have piri-piri chicken with just potatoes, rocket salad and quick Portuguese tarts. But I've made some adjustments to it because I don't eat meat, so we're going to have, it's going to be piri-piri halloumi. Dressed potatoes is staying. Rocket salad. David or I, neither of us are big rocket fans. Rocket fan! And I just bought some salady bits that we put in our ham rolls and stuff, so I will make the, it'll just be a normal salad. As in, like, it's not going to be a rocket salad. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm hoping my dad likes it. He doesn't eat onions and stuff, so I'll have to cook them really big so he doesn't eat them. But yeah, it's been a really long time since we've cooked something out of here as well, so this is exciting to me. Let's pick a lit chat question. So at the beginning of these videos, or halfway through, or wherever we are in it, I asked a question and then we answer it at the end, and you guys can answer in the comments and I'll answer. I just can't get one out of the box. Here we go, room with a view. I think we've done this one already. So I've really got these mixed up, and I had a little sort out and thought I'd sorted out what we'd done. So let me get another one. Come on, come here to me. Is there anything about a cover that immediately turns you off a book? Is there anything about a cover that immediately turns you off a book? And we will be answering that. I'll be answering it at the end and you guys can answer in the comments. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Something come to me instantly, which I love when that happens. And then we'll be finishing by reading a poem from every seasonal day. And, oh no, we're still in Oh! I thought we were in summer, but we're not. We're still in spring. I made such a song and dance about it being the last spring poem, but it's not. So we'll be finishing with a poem for every spring day. Apologies. There we go. Right, so I think I'm going to go now, pop my audiobook on, put a load of washing on, because when we get stuff out of storage, some of it, if it smells a bit stale, I don't rewash everything because it's just insane, but like, if stuff's been in bags and stuff. Oh, and I've just remembered we brought back my summer wreath. So I need to put that on the door. So yeah, a few bits to be getting on with, but maybe I'll check in with you in the bedroom and see how I'm getting on with the clothes move. And then like I said, my sister will be here in about 20 minutes, and my mum and dad are coming over about 6:30, so I want to start cooking at 6. Onwards! I've had a little sort out. We spent a small fortune on good sturdy boxes, like me, a good sturdy girl, because we'd got lots of, well, it was a mixture of like Gousto boxes, other cardboard boxes we bought in places like B&M and stuff like that just shatter as soon as they get too hot or too cold, which is what happens in that storage unit. But yeah, we bought a job lot, and we're very, very pleased with them. And now, because they're all sort of the same, we'll eventually get there, they stack very nicely, and because they're black you can write on them in chalk pen. Lauren clothes, autumn, winter. So yeah, I'm feeling quite pleased with that. And then I'm still looking for one dress that I can't find anywhere, but I've retrieved a few more spring summery bits, so some dresses and t-shirts and things like that. So these do also need a wash though. That's because they were just in a bag.
Halloumi.
Oh, hiya.
Hi.
And David's, he's just doing himself up behind the box there. So I'm now going to, this all needs washing before I can wear it. It's all like stale.
It's a bit of a charm to it though, because it reminds me of like getting Christmas stuff out.
I know it does go bad. But I am going to have a sort out of the floor drobe here, so that I can make a bit more space. But we're going to have more of a sort out.
So
we've done quite a lot of sorting today, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to pop this near there, and then my sister and my niece will be here soon. David's going to load up the car. Big sort out done. Just waiting now for the washing to finish, then I can put the washing on the airers. They can go in the office. David's gone to take some more stuff out to storage and to the charity shop. We've got a new clock. So here was that lovely ring of autumn cross stitch I'd done. Which I'm still delighted with. And actually there's a pattern for a spring, summer and winter one of these as well. So maybe I'll get around to doing another one of those. Maybe I'll start on the winter one once I've done my, because I'm doing my Pride and Prejudice one. It's because I was thinking I will also want to do Christmas ones. But that was hanging up there, and I'd always planned to maybe put something else up there and never got around to it. And then maybe because of the shape of this, but I kept thinking there was a clock up there, and then I was like, that would be a really good place for a clock. So I bought a clock from Dunelm. I'll link it down below. Well, one got recommended to me, which was beautiful, and I'll insert a picture of it here. But I had a look and it was like 140 quid, and I was like, I do not have 140 pounds to spend on a clock. So I got one that was 40 pounds, and it's definitely a scaled back version of that one, but it's lovely. Ta-da! And I just think it fits in very well, doesn't it? There's the errors. And there's a cat. There we go. I'm really pleased with it. I think it looks like something like Monica Geller would have had in her house. So yeah, very pleased with that. But now I think, what's that, baby? Now I think I'm gonna put the washing out and then read for a bit while David's out. And then my mum and dad are coming around about 6:30, so I'll start cooking about 6. So yeah, put this back. I'm gonna finish the Blue Castle because that can easily be done, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do, whether or not I'm going to listen to, am I going to listen to Confessions to, is it called Confessions? Yeah, am I going to listen to it to sort of remind myself of it? Maybe I will. Maybe I just will, but yeah, put this away first, put the glasses away, put the washing away, and have a little tidy up. Sorry, my dap, says David, because he's about to put the Hoover on, and she no like the Hoover.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
What?
I'm going to take some of our kitchen rolls to storage.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea.
And hopefully somebody doesn't order any more.
Say sorry.
No, you say sorry.
Sorry, Lauren.
Sorry, Lauren.
Right. Let's get the ingredients out for tonight's dinner. Oh, yeah. Close this. Here we go. Halloumi. Where's the halloumi? 2 halloumis. 1 red pepper, 1 yellow pepper. Six sprigs of fresh thyme. 1 medium potato and 2 sweet potatoes. Except I don't really have a... Does that count as a medium potato? I'll do a couple of medium potatoes because my dad and David are not sweet potato lovers. There we go. Look at the size of that. Whoa. Half a lemon. Two tablespoons of white wine vinegar. White wine vinegar. 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. I was certain I had some Worcestershire sauce. Unless that's in the fridge. She's on the hunt for Worcestershire sauce. I don't know if I would keep it in here though. God, I thought my sister once bought, oh shit, loads of Worcestershire sauce by accident and I ended up with 2. Fun hunt for Worcestershire sauce. There is no Worcestershire sauce. Oh, that's upsetting. Unless it's... There's the feta I need. No. No Worcestershire sauce. That's a shame, never mind. A bunch of fresh basil, the basil is here. The salad I'm making, I'm not doing a rocket salad, I'm going to do this. Oh, I'll use the rest of that red pepper up as well. For the salad, and then some tomatoes. And maybe a carrot actually. A couple of old peeled carrots. Oh, I've got another sweet potato there to use. There we go. Then olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, salt and black pepper. Olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, black pepper, and I've just spilled all the salt everywhere, so more salt. Then for the dessert, we need plain flour for dusting. She's fine. Plain flour. A pack of pre-rolled pepper. Right. Oh yeah, I dropped the plain flour out, but I'm fine.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's okay. Ground cinnamon. Properly look at stuff before I assure David we've got it. Oh, I think I missed something. Paprika as well. There's paprika. Cinnamon. Look, there's loads of bloody cinnamon. I think there might be another paprika around as well. This is 1 tablespoon of sweet smoked paprika, and that to me does not look like 1 tablespoon. Oh, there's another one in it. It's fine, there's another one in it. Creme fraiche. That's down there. 1 egg. 1 egg. 1 teaspoon of vanilla paste or vanilla extract. Vanilla extract. 5 tablespoons of golden caster sugar. I think I've only got caster sugar, but that'll be fine. And 1 orange. So there we go. Dessert stuff over there. I'm going to listen to some music. I think I'm going to listen to Six the Musical soundtrack. Shocker, isn't it? And I'm going to crack on with this. And my mum and dad should be here in...
Sorry, can I just come here first?
Yeah, you can. I realised I didn't film any of the food that I made or any time that my parents were here. But yeah, I think it's because my parents arrived and then I needed a little bit of help with the little tarts. So my mum did that and then I was just pulling stuff together and I forgot. I forgot. But the dinner wasn't my favourite. It wasn't even in the top, really. It was, I love halloumi and I love the taste of the sauce, but there just was not enough sauce. I felt a bit bad for my dad because he doesn't eat sweet potato. I didn't realise that. He is a man of his generation that only eats certain things. He does eat halloumi. So he ate halloumi. My mum had made a loaf of bread and brought that with her. He ate that. He had a corn on the cob, which wasn't on the thing, but I was thinking, oh, is he going to eat those peppers? Probably not. So he had a corn on the cob. So he had a slice of halloumi, a bit of corn on the cob, and bread, and a few boiled potatoes. Oh, and then I forgot that I'd made a salad and David brought that out sort of halfway round. So yeah, but we all really liked the little Portuguese tarts, so I'll make those again. And then we went for a little walk. Now I'm in bed. We just watched Taskmaster. We weren't sure, we haven't watched, there's been a couple of series of Taskmaster that we haven't watched, just because we felt maybe a bit of Taskmaster fatigue, but we've come back to this series. The first episode we enjoyed, the second episode was a slog. Last week's episode was fine. This week we really enjoyed, so I'm glad we persevered because David was ready to give up after the first episode, but I do think sometimes it takes a bit of time for them to gel and start getting on with each other, so that's definitely what's happened there. So yeah, I'm in bed now. I'm looking forward to a good night's sleep and maybe a little lay-in. But yeah, I have been doing what I said I was going to do, and that was re-listen to the bit of confessions that I had read. So I'd read up to page 54 and I've been listening to, oh, I've got such itchy armpit. I've been listening to it and following it on here. I'm currently up to page 19, so I've still got a while to go. But yeah, I think I'm actually going to, no, I need to carry on with it. My plan was that I was going to go to, I'm also 16% through Emily Climbs by L.A. Montgomery. Maybe I will go to that, just while I'm like brushing my teeth and stuff. Yeah, so I'm going to, or I could listen. Oh God, she just can't make her mind up. But I've got to make my mind up now because the battery's flashing. So I'm going to go to bed and I'll be reading either Confessions by Catherine Airy or Emily Climbs by L.A. Montgomery. And I'll see you in the morning. I'll be so refreshed because it's only just gone 10:30, so I'll be really refreshed. Morning. We're cracking, I say straight on, but it's 12 o'clock. I bought ourselves some new summer bed sheets. They're 100% lint cotton and they're sort of like a linen feel, which should help us not feel so hot and bothered. We only had one set of like summery sheets. All the rest are like brushed cotton or Christmas sheets. So it was needed. But yeah, so we're starting off the day. My plans, change the bed sheets, take a photo of our old sofa and put it on FaceBay, because I'd like that, because as soon as that's gone, we can then move the yellow Kallax unit into the bedroom. I don't need to sort out the yellow Kallax unit as well. And David started on the fridge because we've got loads and loads of Goustos and stuff coming. Yeah, well there's Debbie. She likes it when I change the bed. So yeah, it's just a day of getting stuff done. She's so cute. And listening to audiobooks. So I'm just listening, like I said, I'm going to try and listen to as much as these sheets are lovely, of the Catherine Airy book to get me up to date with where I was, and then I'm going to flip back to Wundersmith. So yeah, let's keep on with making these sheets. It's all green stripy, it's absolutely lovely, although 3 different types of green despite them all being in a set. The fitted sheet, darker green, the bed, the duvet cover, lighter green, and the pillowcase is somewhere in between. Green in between. Careful, Dappy. And careful me. But yeah, I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. washing. It's now Sunday evening, in fact. Well, it's 6:15. That counts as evening, doesn't it? We worked so hard yesterday, and I'm about to show you the fruits of our labour in terms of this corner here, which you can see looks different. I'm delighted with it. Changed the bed sheets, you saw me doing that, but I'll show you anyway, and our new clock. So just a little bit of home improvements we've done. However, I've just gone to edit my, yeah, there's only 10, I mean, you should be thinking, they should be letting me save that, but sure. I've just gone to edit a book haul that I've just filmed, and it, there's not enough memory on my laptop. And it's 6:15, and I go live for Patreon Book Club, where we're discussing The Blue Castle at 6:45, and I don't think I've got enough time to empty my laptop, restart it, because often I have to restart it, edit it again and get it uploaded by the time Patreon Book Club starts at 6:45. So not gonna have time to do that, but I do have time to show you the old home improvements. So let's do that. I'm so delighted with this corner over here. Let me take you there and you will see how wonderful it is. Yeah, so the corner itself can't have gone any better. We've removed the Kallax unit and replaced it with this record player unit, which was £50, and I've put all of our records on there. And then I got my dad to put up these wonderful record like holders, so they're actual records just on little like floating frames. And the lovely thing about this is that we can change this out like month to month. So at the moment they're all movie themed ones. We've got Sing Street up there, then Grease, then we've got Chef, then Rocket Man, Sound of Music, Hercules, which we listened to this morning, and then there's space for 2 sort of outward facing ones there, and we've just listened to Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and then there's Good Morning Vietnam there as well. So yeah, I'm so delighted with how it looks. The Kallax unit we had there before was quite over full and a bit didn't look great. You couldn't see any of the vinyls because they were all side facing like these ones are here. But this way at least we get to change it out. I'm so pleased with how it looks. Daphne's also pleased, aren't you, Dap? Look at all those pillows on there. So yeah, so that's number one thing we made a difference with. I'm so pleased about it. Bed sheets are also looking a bit crumpled because Dappy's been sleeping, as you can see, in this little divot here. But yeah, really pleased with it. The only thing is that this set is insane because look, that is not the same as that, which is also not the same as David's shorts. This, like, they're all different greens, but yeah, they felt really nice and we slept very nicely in them yesterday. David's office is looking quite different as well because we've got rid of the sofa. So we had a sofa here, which was our grey sofa, and we put it in here thinking, oh, it'd be nice to have a grey sofa that David can sit on because this is his office. But no, we just used it to pile stuff on. So that is not where this will go. This was just here for the mo. So we put it on Face Bay and someone come to pick it up this morning for free, which is really good. And then this is where, oh dear, this is where the Kallax unit is gone. We don't know if we're keeping it in here. We actually, the plan was to put it on its side down here, but David hasn't decided what he wants to do yet. He thinks he might want a corner desk and then put it on its side here. But Dappy slept in this little hole last night, which was very exciting. So we freed up quite a lot of space in there because these 2 top ones were filled with records. And yeah, I mean, that wasn't there and Dappy didn't have a hole in that one. So yeah. It's out of the way. It just looks so much, even like this is really, we found some Christmas stuff under the sofa, but this looks so much better, even in the mess that it's in at the moment. So yeah, very pleased. And like I said, it's about to be Patreon Book Club. Well, not about to be. Well, maybe about to be, 25 minutes. So I think I'll go and plug all my phone in and get that, because I need this tripod that you're talking to me on. Make myself a cup of tea, get myself a big glass of water, and get ready for the evening's events. And then Dave and I are going to watch a video, so video. So I will not get to edit the video that I've just filmed now. So reading is still going well. I've been listening to more of Wundersmith. Got about 2 hours of that left, I think, and I've now read 76 pages of Confessions, which I'm enjoying. Yeah, so I guess I might see you after Patreon Book Club. Or if not, I'll see you tomorrow on Bank Holiday Monday. I've decided what I'm cooking, but I'll show you tomorrow. It's a tabbouleh. It's a rainbow tabbouleh, which is going to be tabbouleh-tastic. Right, let me set up my setup. Hello! It's Bank Holiday... No, it's not. No such thing exists as a Bank Holiday Tuesday. However, it feels to me like Bank Holiday Tuesday because I've taken Tuesday off of work. just to catch up on a few things really, and I had some time in lieu that I needed to take. And I do enjoy taking a little extra around a bank holiday weekend. So if you've got a bank holiday weekend, like, I don't work Fridays, but like take the Thursday off or take the Tuesday off. Beautiful. I've had a lovely weekend. Today in particular has been great. I've got so much done. I've had so many little jobs that I've been meaning to do, and I've just sat down and I had them all done by like lunchtime. So I've got an afternoon of after editing this. I've just got to edit my All About the Archers, the All About the Archers video that goes up tonight. But apart from that, my time is my own, so I can watch Spring Watch tonight. Excited about that. That's on at 8 o'clock. And I think I'll spend the rest of the afternoon reading, 2 seconds. Confessions, which I'm very much getting on with. I'm over halfway through this now. I might start, because I'd like to get another Anne of Green Gables done by the end of May. So I might start the third one, which is Anne of the Island. Oh, I've even got a bookmark in there ready to go. Maybe that's a sign. And I'd also quite like to finish either Emily Climbs or I'm halfway through Emily Climbs and I'm halfway through Wundersmith. Because I'm listening to that, to Wundersmith, and reading Emily Climbs on here, it tells me I've got about 3 hours left of both. So that's achievable. It's been lovely and rainy all day today, which has really pleased me. Not only because the plants at my office really need it. I couldn't be bothered to think about wiping them tomorrow, watering them tomorrow. That means they'll get done today because it's really, really chucked down. And yeah, I just feel this whole weekend's really, I feel like I've accomplished a lot this weekend. Like, David did a great job on the cupboard. We've got rid of the sofa that was causing us some bother. This little section's lovely. New bed sheets on the bed. Yeah, I'm feeling really, really pleased. So, all in all, a weekend well spent. So how did you spend your bank holiday weekend if you celebrate a bank holiday weekend? Well, we didn't celebrate. I suppose I'm celebrating that corner. And yes, let's talk about the question. So the question was, is there anything about a cover that immediately turns you off a book? And I must say, and I don't think this is going to be sort of a niche view, that film covers, I don't like film covers. I often think they sort of like cheapen the book, and they also sort of date the book as well because it's for a specific time. And yeah, I think also that gives me, like, then I can't use my imagination to imagine what the characters in this film looks like, because I think, oh, that character looks like Bradley Cooper or whoever may well be on that front cover. So yeah, I think something that turns me off immediately from a front cover would be a film cover, so like a film poster or characters from the film on there. Although I do very much enjoy that. There's an exception to the rule, because I really, really like this front cover of Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret, which is the film version, because this is the actor who plays Margaret in it. So yeah, there's an exception to the rule, but as a rule, I think that might be the only film cover I own. I think. Yeah, but if someone was to say, oh, I bought you a lovely copy of The Talented Mr. Ripley, and it's got Andrew Scott on the front, I'd say, yes, please, thank you very much. So there we go. There we go. Right, okay, it is the 27th? Yeah, the 27th of May. So this really is the last time I'll be reading out of the spring poems book before we move on to the summer one. Oh, okay. Oh, both of these are a bit. So we've got God's Grandeur by Gerard Manley Hopkins, which falls on the 7th Sunday after Easter, which it isn't. So, and then we've got M.O.R.E.R.A.P.S by Joseph Coelho. Oh, this M.O.R.E.R.A.P.S is M.O.R.E.R.A.P.S. Okay, I think we'll do this one. This looks unusual, and it spans 2 pages. When we discuss poetry, we often use many complex words such as onomatopoeia, metaphor, and alliteration. This poem by the children's poet Joseph Coelho is particularly useful for helping you to remember all the different definitions. Okay, right. The M.O.R.E.R.A.P.S are a trick to help you with your writing. They add a kick to language, make writing more exciting. M is for metaphor, saying one thing is another. The sun is an oven, the earth is everyone's mother. O is for onomatopoeia, words that also are sounds. Whoosh went the wind, howl went the hound. R is for rhyme, words that sound the same. You can put a cat in a hat or simply try rhyming your name. E is for emotion, happy, worried and sad. Great writing shares a feeling, from the good to the bad. R is for repetition, but don't repeat any old word. Find a phrase with a musical rhythm that sounds like a song from a bird. A is for alliteration, words sharing the same starting letter, used in the tongue twister that made Betty's bitter batter better. P is for personification, human features ascribed to a thing. I looked to the sky and saw the sun's bright shining grin. S is for simile, using as and like to compare. For instance, when mother gets angry, she snarls like a rampaging bear. The M.O.R.E.R.A.P.S are a wonderful way to add punch to your writing. Master them like a juggler. Make your words ripe for the biting. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's really good. Oh, I really enjoyed that one. So there we go. So thank you very much for joining me for another Friday reading vlog. Hope you all enjoying June so far. And I'll see you all again soon for another book tube video. Goodbye.